Alright, so in this class we are going to be implementing what our login endpoint. So we've actually implemented our register endpoint. So let's for the login. So for this login, we need to do what? We need to validate body. So after we validate body, we need to check if the user actually exists. Now we need to check that the user we are trying to log in into our system actually exists. After we are done, we need to compare the password. So the hashed password and the plain text. So we use Bcrypt to compare them. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to generate token. So we need to generate token and return it. Generate and return token. So can you see that? So now I want to validate this body now. So I need to do what? So I think I have login. So I need to do const error then value. Then I'll say something like login body validator dot validate what request dot body. So can you see that? So if there is an error, I will pass in rest dot status something like 400, then JSON, passing my message. Then I'll say something like bad request body, right? Yeah, bad request body. Then I need to do what? You need to return. Make sure you always return. So now what next? We need to check if the user actually exists. We already defined a function that actually check if the user exists by email. So I need to do what? Say something like await what? Check if the user exists by email. So I need to, since from that request body, I'll do value.email. Since you are validating the request, and the request body will contain what? Email and password. So if the user does not exist, now note, if you are logging in, you need to make sure that the user already exists. Now we are checking if the user does not exist. What do? We need to return status 400, sorry, 404, which means not found. Then message, then we say user not found. So can you see that? So we need to what? We need to return. So can you see that? So we need to return. Now what next do we need to do? So we need to compare. We need to compare the password. So I need to say something like password correct. So I'll use bcrypt and say what? Compare. Remember that there is compare and compare sync, but we are comparing asynchronously. So this compare is taking what? The password and the hash. So compare is taking what? The password and the hash. So this password now is the one we are passing from the request body. Now this hash is the one that we are getting from here, from this user here. So it's the encrypted one that we are going to get from this user here. So we are going to get the password, which is going to be in where? Value.password and what? User.what? Password. Now this one is going to be the encrypted one, and this one is going to be the plain text one, which you are passing from the request body. This one is the encrypted one, which you are getting from the database. So I'm sure you are following. So we need to check if the password is correct. So if the password is not correct, because everything here is going to return what? True or false. You get. So now if the password is not correct, we are going to state 400. You can say something like invalid credential. So can you see that? So invalid credential, so we return. So now we can generate token. So we want to generate our token. So I want to generate a new token. So I'll say jwt dot what? Sign. So I want to sign. So before I sign, I want to create my payload. What I want to put inside that token. I want to put user dot what? ID, then email. User dot what? Email. So can you see? So I'll pass that payload into that JWT signer, then my what process dot what env dot what JWT secret key. Then when will it expire? Expires in, so it should expire in when? It should expire when? It should expire in JWT, sorry. process the env.jwt expiration time hour. So h is hour, small letter h is hour. So now we will basically return what? We want to return, sorry, we want to do res the status 200, then JSON. The message should be user successfully logged in. Then the data should be what? Token. So you see that? So now, like I said, the register user should not return the token. You should basically only return the user. So we don't want to return the token. You could just return your user. You just return your user. So when the user registers, you just need to log in so that you can get your token. So let's go back to, is the server running? Yeah. So let's go back to our endpoints and create. So let's create our login endpoint. You can see that. So this will be a post. So this will be what login. We'll have our body. So we want to log in as, let's copy this. Let's go back to login endpoints. So let's try login. Set internal server error. Okay, we are sending it as text instead of JSON. So if we send it, you can see that we have successfully logged in. So we are successfully logged in, so we can do what? We can get our tags. We can copy that, paste it here. So you can see that we have successfully gotten our tags for this particular user. Can you see that? So that's that for that. For our login endpoints and for getting user tags. So this will be the end for authentication. I think in the next class, I will in the next lesson, I would love to go through what's called authorization. So I would love to go through authorization. So all right, that will be the end of this class. Thank you very much.